welcome to the I Ching Cafe and our monthly giveaway where we unpack the I Ching, we make it practical by taking a question from a winner from the month and then doing an interpretation of how the person can work with the question they've asked with the I Ching. And in this episode, we are looking at the winner from the June episode, June 2020. Congratulations to E on winning this giveaway. So I know that this episode is a little bit behind where it should be, but just to let you know that it was in agreement with E on the timing. So let's get into this month's giveaway question. E asked the question, please advise E on what he should focus on for his business for the next 3 months. And this being the 15th of August, that this episode was recorded, it'll be the next 3 months from here to September, October, November, the 15th of November. So let's have a look at what the I Ching has in store for you. We asked the question clearly, please advise E on what he should focus on for his business for the next 3 months, commencing the 15th of August. All right, let's get into it. What we do is we cast the coins to our question 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8. Always try and write as neatly as possible for you because my handwriting is doctory. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's speed this up. So we've cast our main hexagram, which is at the top is water, the trigram of water, which sinks. And the bottom hexagram is wind or wood. Okay, and its movement is it disperses upwards. Okay, so water sinking, wind and wood moving upwards. Okay, when we draw our outcome, so this is our present. The outcome over here, we look wherever there's a changing line, there's our 2 changing lines, we turn them into our opposite. So it's a yin line, a yang, a yang, a yin yang, a yang, yin. Okay, and here we have, here's lake. Lake moves upwards over water, which sinks down. So let's have a look at how this answers your question. Okay, so let's have a look at our hexagrams. We have here is hexagram 48, the well, and our outcome hexagram is 47, exhaustion. Okay, and I also like to do our nuclear hexagram, and the nuclear hexagram is taken from the inner structure of our main hexagram, so we can redraw it as fire over lake. Fire over lake. And this is 38 opposition. Okay, so let's have a look at what does this all mean in light of your question of what you should focus on your business over the next 3 months. So our main flow of change for the next 3 months for your business is the well. I find this so fascinating because you might know that for our monthly overview for August, the well locked is the hexagram. So it's quite interesting. That's where we start with, is the same energy of the well. The well is the underlying structure. The well of the town is the source of nourishment to the whole town. That's what goes into a village first. Think of this picture of a well. Here's a well, and the whole tribe can sustain itself because it can draw on this well. And the well is in the right place. It's been well built. The bucket is not broken. The rope is not broken. It can serve to nourish the whole tribe. So the well, if we put that into a business context, is the structure, the underlying structure of your business that connects your customer. So here's your customer to the nourishment that you can provide them, the structures you use, the network that you are part of. It's very much the network or the structure, the social structure that allows you to tap into this beautiful crystal water, which is purpose and meaning and contribution and value, and draw that out from the depths of the aquifer, bring it out in the bucket, and then share that with the whole tribe. So your focus for the next 3 months is on the structures you use to deliver the nourishment you are here to deliver through your purpose to your tribe, which is your customers, your network, your suppliers, your employees. Okay, so we have 2 changing lines. Here we have in the 3rd position, and here we have in the 4th position. Okay, so let's have a look at what are the specific changing lines that you're being asked to pay attention to for these 3 months. And the line that's in the 3rd position is the story of your sorrow, that here we have a beautiful well, we have the bucket, you have a clear message, we have value, we have all these wonderful things that can nourish and nurture others. And the people that you're working with don't quite get what you're trying to do. There isn't a resonance with the people that you are trying to serve. So it might be a particular client, a particular project, or a particular group of people that you're trying to engage. But it's like you have this beautiful well, but no one's coming to drink from it. And the trick with this changing line, what you're being asked to pay attention to, is to not remain in sorrow, but just to remain in faith that the right people at the right time will connect with you at the well. So this is not in the end of the scenario. This is about talking about just being at peace that those who are not meant to connect with you at the well won't. Those that do will. And letting go of disappointment that perhaps someone says no, or someone doesn't want to drink from the well that you're providing. They can't see it, and being at peace with the fact that that is not a yes. So there's something in this next 3 months of an emotional process of shifting how you're feeling about this well that you've got that's beautiful, and there's a sense here that others don't see its value. Just be at peace with that for now. The next changing line is in the 4th position, and I'm going to try and draw a hammer or some kind of tool. That looks like an axe. Okay. All right. So what this changing line says is the well is temporarily out of commission because it's being relined. Okay. It's been put, new tiles are being filled out. It's going through a refurb. And this talks about your development, the business's development, the well's development. So the structure that you're using to deliver the aquifer's water to your people is undergoing a development. And of course, when something undergoes a development, it's kind of out of commission. So part of what you're being asked to pay attention to for the next 3 months is accepting that there is work to be done on this well. It's going to take time, and you as a leader are needing to commit your time to building the well and doing the development work personally and professionally on getting this well's attention. So this might be a particular area within your business. It might be a particular division or group of people who are within your team that are needing to work on the well, to repair it, to go and build it up and get it into shape. Give the attention as a leader to the development you need to do as a team internally and you personally to build this well. What is this thing that you're needing to reinforce and augment in order for you to fulfill the opportunity that's here? So the well is a very positive symbol as a whole. These changing lines bring you some work. Okay, don't be sad that someone says no or doesn't see the value of the well. The well is extremely important. And number 4, changing line 4, is there's work to be done. So in this next 3 month period, work on the well. Okay, work on the structure that connects and sustains your tribe. The nuclear hexagram, okay, which for those of you who've been watching this video for a while, or the series will know, the nuclear hexagram is the heart of the present. What is really going on? What is the real process or flow of change that you're being asked to pay attention to? And this is the hexagram opposition. We have fire, which burns upwards and moves. We also have lake, moves upwards, but this is oil and water, okay? They don't mix. The two sisters who just do not get along. It represents where you're in opposition to other people, or your business is in opposition, or internally there's internal opposition. We think with two heads, like the two-headed hydra. And the way to work with it is either there's going to be a separation of some kind, diverging interests, or there's an opportunity to think creatively, get out of conflict, get into creative tension. And I love this word for this hexagram, creative. Oh, the spelling, tension. Okay, which we create by finding a new solution that's not about oil and not about water, but something else entirely, something that bonds opposites together. So I would say that part of what you're being tasked to do is perhaps is internally in your team, or perhaps you are feeling internally opposed. There's two different views you're holding in your mind and you're struggling to reconcile this opposition. But the changing lines in the position 3rd and 4th that we also read for the nuclear seem to indicate that there is an issue around conflict around you, around seeking partners, initially feeling alone and isolated, but then finding a partner who helps resolve this opposition. So I would say to you that just be aware of this idea of two opposing views that require mediation. Perhaps you need to be the one that brings in mediation to resolve these opposites, okay? Well, certainly within yourself as a leader, pay attention to what's really going on in the heart of this next 3 months, and how can you bring this awareness of this I Ching to help bring healing and unification and mediation to bring opposites together in a way that's not conflicting, but creates beautiful creative tension. Okay, so let's look at the outcome next. All right, so we've got this well. We are building and reinforcing the structure. We are accepting that not everyone will say yes and being okay with that. We are understanding opposition. What is the outcome of this 3-month period? What are we needing to pay attention to over the next 3 months? And this hexagram is not an easy one. We have lake on the top, water on the bottom. Imagine for me that this is the lake and this is the water table. The water table has sunk below the level of the lake bed. The lake is empty. Okay. Exhaustion talks about literally either being physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you name it, exhausted. That can include financial exhaustion too, where you just feel dried out. And you might be going through a dry patch in your business, a drop in sales, or sales not happening at the pace that you want. Or you as a leader, you as a person running this business, being exhausted. And so the way that you are managing your exhaustion and your energy is what is essential here. Exhaustion is not personal. The lake is just empty. It's just a cycle of time, and the water will return. Okay, so the water will come back. What we have to do is we have to work with understanding this exhaustion and find creative new ways of pushing out of the state of exhaustion into something else. I would say for you, if we take this on a personal level, over the next 3 months, you have to manage your energy and you have to do self-care. Okay? And whatever self-care means for you, whether that's nutrition, exercise, meditation, family time, sleep. Okay? Getting sleep. So exhaustion is something you're going to have to work with personally and for your business for the next 3 months, of making sure that you find creative, unusual ways of mitigating the exhaustion that you face. Okay, not succumbing to the exhaustion, recognizing it, being okay with it, but finding ways, now that you know, over the next 3 months, of supporting yourself with self-care, supporting your business with self-care. So, E, what you need to focus on in your business for the next 3 months: building the well, particularly lining and doing development time, accepting that there's downtime to do that, making time for that, being at peace that not everyone says yes. Don't get sad about things not happening at the pace you want to. Have your eyes open to opposition internally and also in the business, where you need to step in and mediate and to try and resolve opposites or resolve tension or conflict rather, and turn it into creative tension. And of course, where you manage yourself and manage the process of exhaustion. Okay? And of course, understanding exhaustion might flow into you and flow into your business in numerous different ways. Remember also, this is not just about you, but about your team, and make sure that you have worked with your clients and you've worked with your team and you've made sure that everyone is not feeling exhausted or has self-care strategies that they have in place to mitigate this flow of exhaustion around them. Wishing you all the best. Thank you for submitting your wonderful question for the June giveaway, and wishing you all the best for a beautiful well that brings you lovely spring water flow. Just let's get through some times of exhaustion over the next few months. Thank you. And of course, if you've not yet done so, please go along and enter the current monthly giveaway. You'll find the link below this video. Enter in your question for the current giveaway. Let's see, maybe you are the lucky winner of your question. Thank you. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. It'd be great to hear from you. And of course, I'll see you soon for our weekly and monthly overviews.